Clippers, and we always hope you enjoy every bounce. Jalen and Brent Haskell and the Miami Heat NBA adventure. John, to underscore a meaningful game for both clubs would be an understatement. The Heat want to get back on a winning track, and the Clippers, having dropped 13 of 15, open a 5-game road trip. They feel like this is a must-win. That's John Collins, the 3 of the game. Same starting group for the Heat. It's Bam. Kabam!
Great execution in transition.
Bam averaging 19 points a game this year. That was his 25th trade this season. That's an offensive foul. Davion Mitchell. Now Bam against John Collins. Turns for the jumper. That was a tough shot. Rebound comes his 15th NBA season. Got a 28-minute restriction on him after missing 10 games with a sprained ankle. Inside, it's done. Outside, that's Collins. In and out for the second time, Wiggins. On the move against Harden. Gets it back and puts it in.
Oh, he's so athletic, so bouncy. Going up and getting it.
To start the game. Here's Collins posting up the smaller Davion Mitchell, and that was too easy. In this match advantage, you get right to work on it. Powell back to Bam from the wing. Oh, using glass perfectly.
So fundamental and just well executed. Him in the two-man game on the left side with the bounce pass.
Here comes Leonard, the one-handed runner. Miss, that was excellent defense. Bam with a rebound, off to the races on Zubac. And he finishes. I'm not sure how he did it, but he did it.
He got on. He plays every game for the Clippers. He is a threat out there.
This is Chris Dunn, lobbing it for Zubac. Blocked by Bam. Now the captain setting the table for his teammates tonight has 7 of his team's first 9 points and a size mismatch. You get help defense. Leonard loops it in, Chris Dunn. Dunn, an NBA veteran, now in his 10th season. Off the spin, Bam with a goaltend. So Dunn gets the explosiveness. Speaking of quick, Norman Powell missed it on the move. Powell playing against his former club, spent the last few seasons as a Clipper. Collins was fouled by Davion Mitchell. The Heat again caught in a size mismatch. His explosiveness. Speaking of quick, Norman Powell missed it on the move. Powell playing against his former club, spent the last few seasons as a Clipper. Collins was fouled by Davion Mitchell.
Worked so hard on that side of the game.
Dunn flipping it up on Hero, drawing another Heat foul. And this one will go against Tyler, his first, the team's second. So the Clippers 13th, the Lakers, by 5 to Memphis, and then by 4 to Dallas. So you lose at home to both Memphis.
In the league, they're down to 25. They're also playing so slow and deliberate. They'll take 9 or 10 shots less than Miami this season because of the way they play.
You see Wiggins climb the ladder, one rung at it. That's Harden. That's a missed 3. Comes down to an element. He's playing with some first quarter energy. They are the highest scoring first quarter team in the association. Kaboom! Andrew Wiggins. Well, he and Bam. Well, Heat forcing an early turnover. Miami ahead 14-6. Davion driving on Zubac. And here's Norman Powell. Last 4 years, he was a Clipper and was rejected. Here's Chris Dunn. Kawhi guarded by Wiggins. That's a matchup you buy a ticket to. Leonard misses the 3. Rebounded John Collins off the deflection. And he puts it in. Second score. Here's Leonard again against Wiggins. ISO'd at mid-range. Powell comes over, taking it away from Leonard here in the first quarter. Remember, Davion Mitchell had 3 steals in the fourth quarter against Cade Cunningham and Detroit. Oh, just 2. Here's James Harden. Harden averaging almost 28 points a game this year. Leonard ISO'd with Wiggins. Misses the mid-range jumper, 3.
So much better defensively right now as Norman Powell steps on the sideline, but Miami much better on the ball, better pressure, contain. Much better start here defensively for Miami.
John, these two teams, night and day different style-wise. The Clippers content to take the shot clock down, play a half.
Yeah, they really are deliberate. Like 28th in pace out of 30 teams, and they really run a lot of pick and roll with Harden.
Kabam! Part 2. That's his second triple. He has 10 points here in the first quarter on 4 of 6 shooting and came up with another play, but a Heat foul.
Going to be on Powell there on the floor, but
a touchdown 3. John Collins missing.
Appreciate you bringing that up because I thought it was a huge loss for the team not to have him leading the second unit drives, getting into the paint consistently, and the Heat missed that.
Davion dials long distance. First score of the game puts the Heat in front by 9. The Heat have hit their first 4 threes. Harden deflected by Jaquez. 10 on the shot clock. Zubac against Jaime, turns for the hook. Missed it. Rebound in traffic to Bam. Almost taken away by Leonard. And who's going to wind up with that? Wiggins dives up. And we get an 8-second violation on Miami, failing to move it away through this first quarter. A 9-point Heat lead. Sharp start on both ends for Miami tonight. In the Zubac, good fake on Wiggins for the jump hook. Ivica Zubac, the 7-footer, 10th year in the league, averaging 16 points and 11.5 rebounds a night. 7-point Heat lead. Here's Norman Powell. Makes a tough runner over the top of the 7-footer.
He loves playing against it. We saw him in LA. You know he's got a little bit of revenge on his mind when he gets to go against his former team here.
Kawhi Leonard, bullets one for Dunn. A 3 is good. Chris Dunn, active first. Jaquez loses the ball, but Harden lets it trickle off his hands out of bounds. Well, the Heat will keep it with 17 seconds. Missing Bradley Beal for the rest of the season. Damon Jones. So is Bojan Bogdanovic. 6-point Heat lead. In comes John Collins. Bam defending. Powell with the help out block. Stormin Norman finds Wiggins. He does not finish. And the rebound taken down by James Harden. Here's Sanders. Mitchell riding him hard. Look at him attack defensively. That's a pit bull. Zubac, look out below for him.
He's just such a consistent player for them. 16 field. I don't know where the Clippers would be without Zubac.
Oh, Powell lost it. John Collins with the deflection. That's the 4th Heat turnover of the quarter. Here's the rookie Sanders, blocked out of bounds by Wiggins. Well, the Heat defense has it dialed in, John. Already 3 blocks and 2 steals.
Yeah, scrambling out there.
Replace them. Ware will try to stay strong against the very physical Zubac. He loves the jump hook, and you can see why. 6 early points for Ivica.
I think for Ware, because Zubac is crafty too. He's got a lot of fakes, knows how to use his body well to draw fouls.
7 straight points for LA. Larson lobs it for a Powell 3. And the rebound.